MISI.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock p.m. Western Indonesian time, and 9 o'clock Japan time. So let's start the session. Good morning to all participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So on behalf of the Indonesian Society for Socio-Informatics, I welcome you to today's webinar on dealing with AI in the digital society era. My name is Bambang Nur Cahyo Prastowo, and I will be your host for this session. So artificial intelligence is already embedded in how we communicate, make decision, and even shape the public narrative. The question is no longer whether we adopt AI, but how we deal with its implication. So its biases, its opacity, its a growing influence on the society, etc. So we are pleased to have with us distinguished speakers who will help us unpack this issue. Our presenter, Professor Kayoko Yamamoto from the Department of Informatics at the University of Electrocommunications, Tokyo. We will that will share her insight on AI in the context of digital society. So she will be joined by our co-presenter, Bapak Safrisal Maludin. He is researchers at Brain and also faculty member in digital economics at the State Islamic Cyber University of Syekh Nurjati, Cirebon. This session will be moderated by Professor Agus Vanar Shukri from Brain, who will guide the discussion to ensure the focused and critical exchange with the audience. Without further delay, please welcome Professor Agus Vanar Shukri.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih Mas Bambang Nur Cahyo Prastowo for your welcome speech tonight. And thank you for Yamamoto Sensei and Brother Safrizal Maludin. Tonight we'll discuss about how to dealing with AI from Japan side and Indonesian side. So before Yamamoto Sensei present the material, I will introduce some word that I meet many time. How many time we meet in Japan and Indonesia, because Yamamoto Sensei was my professor when I studied. Oh, no. The Yamamoto Sensei professor, the same in my professor. So I will introduce Professor Yamamoto with in Scholar, Google Scholar. Yamamoto Sensei. I will share my screen to all of you. Okay, now in the digital era, we can get the information all by internet. So if we search the Professor Kayoko Yamamoto and Scholar Google, so many journal that Yamamoto Sensei with this is not Yamamoto Sensei, but there is not many just in English or in other language. Okay, we can Yamamoto Sensei introduce yourself before you make presentation about the how we can dealing with the AI. Let's the screen for you, Mr. Yamamoto Sensei.
Okay. Thank you. I share my slide with you, and I wish to start my presentation. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Kayoko Yamamoto, a professor for the University of Electrical Communication, UEC. I'm honored to give this talk today at the invitation of my long-term friend, Dr. Agus Haruna Shukri. He's my friend. I'm not his professor. He completed his PhD at UEC. My topic is dealing with AI in the digital society era. The subtitle highlights the main idea of this talk: how Geographic Information Systems (GIS), Special Temporal Technologies, and AI work together to connect the virtual world with the physical world. It shows our digital society is no longer just about collecting data, but about integrating it, analyzing it, and using it to support real-world decision-making. In other words, the subtitle captures the message that advanced digital technologies like Excel, extended reality, digital twins, and AI are becoming essential tools for building a human-centered society 5.0. The content of my talk are shown in this slide. First of all, I'll briefly introduce myself, focusing on my academic experience and research interest. Secondly, I will explain the geographic information systems in Society 5.0. Society 5.0 was proposed by Japan in 2016. Based on this, thirdly and fourthly, I will propose a special temporal information system and a virtual real space fusion system. These are new GIS, Geographic Information Systems, and were developed by my lab. Finally, I will show our challenges and future development of GIS. In the first part, I will briefly introduce myself. I'm a professor for the Graduate School of Informatics and Engineering, the University of Electrical Communications, UEC, Tokyo in Japan. My main specialty is social systems engineering. Our research interest is focusing on spatial information science, urban and regional planning, environmental and disaster science. My research range is wide, many people say to me. However, I have continued environmental and disaster science since the doctor program of graduate school, because when I was a student, the Great Hanshin earthquake occurred around Kobe City, a big city in the western part of Japan in 1995, Additionally, large and middle scales of earthquake continuously occurred throughout Japan and neighboring countries. In recent years, as a natural disasters, such as heavy rain and snow, landslide, drought, forest fire frequently occurred all over the world. Therefore, I think much of environment and disaster science and set this academic field in the center of my research range. Before going into the details, let me briefly share the three key messages of today's talk. First, I would like to emphasize the concept of Society 5.0 is no longer just a Japanese vision. It is a global roadmap for achieving the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. In this talk, I will explore how the fusion of virtual and real spaces, where every piece of data from the real world is analyzed in the data world, can solve complex social issues and create a human-centered sustainable society. Second, the core of this transformation lies in Spatial Temporal Information Systems, or GIS. By treating time, space as unified data, we can create sophisticated virtual and real space fusion systems. You will look at how my lab's research at UC uses these technologies to simulate future scenarios from disaster management to urban planning, bridging the gap between what we see and what we can achieve. Finally, we are entering the era of autonomous smart GIS. The integration of large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT and Gemini, is revolutionizing how we handle spatial data, moving from manual analysis to automated reasoning and visualizations. Remember, AI is not omniscient and omnipotent, but when we use it wisely as a tool, it empowers us to address global challenges more efficiently than ever before. With these three messages in mind, let's begin. In the second part, I will explain the Geographic Information Systems, GIS, in Society 5.0. I will describe Society 5.0. Japan has drawn up the science and technology basic plans every 5 years since 1996. Figure 1 shows the relationship of Society 5.0 and previous societies. Society 5.0 was proposed in the fifth phase of Science and Technology Basic Plan as a future society that Japan should aspire to. It follows Hunting Society, Society 1.0, Agriculture Society, Society 2.0, Industrial Society, Society 3.0, and Information Society, Society 4.0. Society 5.0 is defined a human-centered society that balances economic advancement with the resolution of social problems and by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. Therefore, by realizing Society 5.0 in physical space, we can utilize information created in cyberspace. Society 5.0 achieves a high degree of convergence between cyberspace, virtual space, and physical space, real space. In the past information society, Society 4.0, people would access cloud service databases in cyberspace via the internet and search for, retrieve, and analyze information or data. In Society 5.0, a huge amount of information from sensors in real space is accumulated in virtual space. In virtual space, these big data are analyzed by AI, and the analysis results are fed back to humans in real space in various forms. In the past information society, the common practice was to collect information via the network and have it analyzed by humans. However, in Society 5.0, people, things, and systems are all connected in virtual space, and optimal results are obtained by AI, exceeding the capability of humans, might be fed back to real space. This process brings new values to industry and society in ways that are not previously possible. Achieving Society 5.0 would enable not just Japan, but the world as well as to realize economic development while solving key social and natural problems. It would also contribute to meeting the SDGs established by the United Nations. In order to implement Society 5.0, Japan proposed the concept of smart city. Various forms of smart cities are being developed across Japan. Smart city is expected to improve comprehensive services by collecting and utilizing various data across a diverse range of sensors. Regular computer needs an OS as a basic software to function as a software. A smart city needs a city OS that is a common platform to provide comprehensive services, shown in this figure. Additionally, it is also expected to solve challenges with new frameworks through the involvement of academy, industry, and government, as well as a resident from many cities and many fields. In order to develop smart cities, AI will play important roles in big data analysis. In Japan, smart city can take a variety of forms depending on factors such as the target area, objective, contents of the project, and entities that play central roles, and size of the city and the area. Table 1 shows typical types of smart cities. One is a government-initiated tab, and the other is area management tabs. Two tabs are Japanese compact cities form. On the other hand, I will describe the functions and roles of geographic information systems. As shown in Figure 4, GIS has four major functions, namely the database development function, the information analysis function, the information provision and sharing function, and the decision-making support function. These functions are used to connect virtual and real spaces, as shown in Figure 4. We integrate social media with web GIS and develop social media GIS as disaster information systems and searching support systems by my lab. Social media GIS has a communication function in addition to the above four major functions. Because WebGIS alone is limited to one-way information transmission, utilizing a data map, social media such as SNS, Instagram, YouTube, and X were integrated with WebGIS to allow interactive information transmission and reception. That is a great distinguishing feature of the system. Thanks to this, user can not only receive information, but can also submit information. Therefore, submitted information can be efficiently accumulated and shared on the data map of WebGIS. In long-term operation, using the communication function of social media GIS, it can be anticipated. Information concerning the awareness and behavior of other people will be collected and accumulated on the data map of WebGIS. For social media GIS, ordinary people obtain and submit information as social sensors. Using the information analysis function, the information will be analyzed as social crowded source data tagged with location information. I will introduce the history of GIS briefly. GIS were firstly developed for the military affairs in the US in the 1950s, and we started developing GIS in 1970s in Japan. In recent years, cloud-type GIS were developed on the basis of WebGIS, and various types of GIS are developed and utilized all over the world. In these kinds of situations, it is possible to investigate open source GIS for those with restricted budgets, unlike students. GIS graphs, map servers, and QGIS are representative examples of open source GIS. Among these, QGIS is most commonly used by GIS users around the world, and because of its effectiveness and usefulness. GIS have a role of service provision in various countries. For example, in the US, based on the information superhighway concept in 1988, special database and clearinghouse were developed, and GIS data was standardized. In Japan, GIS had been multifunctionally utilized for the recovery and reconstruction from the Great Hanshin earthquake in the western part of Japan in 1995. The usefulness of GIS was widely accepted in Japan. Referring to the example in the US, the similar efforts were actively conducted in Japan. I will explain the history of GIS more detailed. In 1960s, GIS have played an important role in public choice using the information analysis function and the decision-making support function. Public Participation GIS, PPGIS, our GIS for community, was proposed integrating web technology and WebGIS in the US in 1996. In this background, because the policy on digital community was enacted, the US citizens aimed to resolve regional issues using a GIS by themselves. In 2000s, because of the influence of Web 2.0 and cloud computing system, Earth platform-type GIS, such as Google Earth, Google Maps, and OpenStreetMap were developed. Using this kind of GIS, everyone can become both users and creators of data maps. In 2007, Dr. Michel Goodchild started using the term Volunteer Geographic Information, VGI. Using this kind of GIS, the general public, ordinary people, voluntarily submit information that is accumulated, provided, and shared using data maps. User can make an important role as a social sensor in the development of VGI. Concerning the GIS in Society 5.0, we developed a new GIS called as a Special Temporal Information System and a Badge and Real Space Fusion System. In the third part, I will introduce our Special Temporal Information System. I will introduce our motivation for the development of a Special Temporal Information System. At first, in recent years, spatial temporal information, which includes past spatial information, in addition to present spatial information, is utilized in a wide range of fields. In this background, as GIS and GPS are widely spreading, it is possible for not only scientists and technicians, engineers, but also the general public to easily utilize spatial temporal information in various fields. On the other hand, virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, are widely applied and widespread in our everyday life rather than academic fields. Both VR and AR are integrated in the mixed reality, MR, and that is used in the system. For various purposes, these space expansion technologies are collectively referred to as cross-reality or extended reality, so-called XR. Based on the above social and academic backgrounds, we developed a system that visualizes spatial temporal information in both virtual and real spaces. The system has various functions specialized for area-based learning, searching, and XR in particular. Area-based learning is conducted for not only students in school, but also the general public as a method of lifelong learning to understand geography and history of specific regions. I will introduce the system design as shown in Figure 5. The system is made up of SNS, WebGIS, XR, and the Gallery system, as well as Wikitude, and connecting external social media. We adapted 2 and 3-dimensional data maps of WebGIS. We developed an original gallery system that displays data text, slideshow, text in geography and history and references. Wikitude is a software development kit, SDK, for AR development for mobile information cameras that is provided by the Grape City Inc. in Japan. The system is assumed to be used from PCs or mobile information cameras, such as smartphones and tablet PCs, and there is no difference in functions on different information cameras, and the same functions can be used from any information cameras. 2 kinds of AR, such as image processing-based AR and location-based AR, are adapted in the system. Especially for area-based learning, the system can also support users to learn in detail while enjoying viewing the related data text and image slideshow, and challenging the text related to the target area in the gallery system. Additionally, especially for searching, the system can support users to efficiently obtain various kinds of information and knowledge using 3D data maps, XR, and Wikitude. The system can provide the information all over the world obtained from external social media. Especially for XR, users can use the functions that adapt AR, VR, and MR technologies. The interface is optimized according to the user's PC's screens and mobile information terminal screens, and the administrator's PC screens. User can choose a proper type of information terminals among PCs and mobile information terminals, case by case. I will introduce important functions of the system. Regarding the function of area-based learning, the function of Edo and Tokyo reproduction using VR was implemented by the combination of 3D data map and VR. Figure 6 shows a page for the function. Using the function, for example, user can compare the 3D data map of the Edo era more than 200 years ago and present day to confirm the changes of landscape and places of interest. Left side picture shows Edo era, and right side picture shows present Tokyo. And this data space was realized in budget space. Regarding the function for searching, I will introduce 3 functions. The function of social media mapping was implemented by the combination of WebGIS and external social media. All of the information with location information submitted from social media, such as X, Flickr, Instagram, YouTube, and web camera, can be gathered and displayed on the 2D data map of WebGIS. For example, Figure 7 shows a page for the function focusing on Tokyo Station, central part of Tokyo. Using the function, user can discover new searching spots, and because there are large differences between Japanese and foreigner tourists concerning places of interest. Being a foreigner tourist submission, Japanese can discover new interesting searching spots, place of interest. The function of World Natural Heritages using VR was implemented by the combination of 3D data map and VR. This function is also one of the functions for searching. For example, Figure 8 shows the landscape of the Grand Canyon in the western part of the US. Comparing with Google Earth, utilizing the function using VR, the budget space reproduce the landscape of World Natural Heritages equivalent to their ones, and that enable users the experience of feeling the same as those in their space. The function of display of Edo Ukiyo painting 3D map was implemented by the combination of WebGIS and the gallery system. Edo Ukiyo painting is old painting. The oldest one is created more than 300 years ago in Edo era of Japan. This function is also one of the functions for searching. Specifically, the images of Edo Ukiyo paintings in the gallery system were linked to the present 2D data maps to create Edo Ukiyo painting 3D maps. For example, Figure 9 shows the Edo Ukiyo painting 3D map related to Fugaku 36, 36 views of Mount Fuji. Fugaku 36 was painted by Katsushika Hokusai, who is a famous painter of the Red Edo period from 18th century to 19th centuries. Personally, Mount Fuji is the most famous and highest mountain in Japan, as you know. In this way, user can build a landscape that cannot be seen in the present terms, referring to Edo ukiyo paintings. Regarding the function for XR, I will introduce full function. Figure 10 shows the situation for the function of Edo and Tokyo reproduction using MR on the left side, and the function of world natural heritages using MR on the right side. Regarding the function on the left side, by overlapping mobile information cameras on the page for the function of Edo and Tokyo reproduction using VR in real space, the images and movies of the present time are displayed in virtual space of the mobile information camera screens. Regarding the function on the right side, by overlapping mobile information terminals on the page for the function of world natural heritages using VR in real space, the explanation, images, and movies are displayed in virtual space or the mobile information terminal screens. Figure 11 shows the situation for the function of history learning using AR on the left side, as a function of area-based learning using AR on the right side. These functions are also one of the function for XR. Regarding the function on the left side, by overlapping a mobile information terminal on the page for the function of history learning in real space, the lesson video is displayed in virtual space or the mobile information terminal screens. Regarding the function on the right side, user can view the explanation of all bridges that span the Sumida River, and the Edo ukiyo painting is displayed in the virtual space of their mobile information camera screens by using our specific application software, and the camera and GPS of their mobile information terminals. However, users have to visit the area in order to use the function. When you come to Tokyo in Japan, you can use the function in order to enjoy surfing in this area, Tokyo Downtown District. The Sumida River is a representative river in Tokyo. Very beautiful areas, especially in cherry blossom season now. And there are a lot of surfing spots on the river. In the host part, I will introduce a virtual and real space fusion system. I will introduce our motivation for the development of a virtual and real space fusion system to support tourism. A data twin is a virtual model that is designated to accurately reflect a physical object. The object is outfitted with various sensors related to a varied area of functionality. These sensors produce data about different aspects of the physical object performance, such as energy output, temperature, weather conditions, and more. These data are then related to a processing system and applied to the data copy. The related technologies are Internet of Things, IoT, AI, and XR. XR was explained in the previous section. Based on the concept of digital twin, we develop a system that merges virtual and real spaces and reflects dynamic information. Our system utilizes a 3D city model of assessing destinations and efficiently provides static and dynamic information. Both static and dynamic information collected from external social media and mass media in real time. Regarding data twin, in Japan, two big projects for 3D city models are being conducted. One is Project Plateau, conducted by the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism. In this project, 3D city models are developed across Japan as the open data were widely provided to us. We can utilize 3D city model targeting all over Japan. The other is a Tokyo Data Twin project conducted by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. In this project, Data Twin that covers the Tokyo Metropolis, just the Tokyo Metropolis, will be completed until 2030. Figure 12 shows the 3D city models of the Project Prado for Japanese Imperial Palaces in the central part of Tokyo Metropolis, near Tokyo Station. We adapted such a 3D city model in our system. I will introduce the system design as shown in Figure 13. The system is made up of the 3D city model created by the Project Prado in addition to external media, WebGIS, and a tourism planning support system, and adapting AI. The system targets Osaka City, that's the center or western part of Japan, second largest city in Japan. In Japan, according to the basic law on natural disasters, serious infectious disease is a kind of natural disaster. With the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, people could not visit other areas for such thing from 2020 to 2022. Against such a backdrop, the system developed an online VR space. Users can experience virtual city walking in the virtual space of Osaka City. Additionally, the system can guide strangers to visit their favorite searching spot in the real space of Osaka City and support searching plan creation. The interface is optimized according to the user's PC screens and mobile information terminal screens as the administrator's PC screens. User can choose a proper type of information terminals among PCs and mobile information terminals, case by case. I will introduce 3 important functions of the system. Firstly, Figure 14 shows a page for the function of searching plan and record sharing. On this page, users can submit and share their searching plan and record after adding their reviews and comments on searching spot. Figure 15 shows a page for the function of searching plan and record viewing. As shown in Figure 50, this page displays a timeline of searching plan and record on the left side and the searching spot and route on the 3D city model on the right side. On this page, user can switch between the 2D data map and the 3D city model. Additionally, a user can evaluate other users' searching plans and record by using the like button. User can view searching information that is submitted on social media and classified in the appropriate category, adapting AI. Figure 16 shows a page for the function of virtual city walking experience, adapting 3D city model. As shown in Figure 16, this page displays the timelines of searching plan and record on the left side and the 3D city models on the right side. User can shift the perspective or change the lighting by clicking or tapping on the button on the 3D city model. Finally, I wish to conclude my talk by mentioning my idea concerning the challenge of a next-generation AI-powered smart GIS. In recent years, AI is developing rapidly in every field. ChatGPT and Gemini draws many people's attention in particular. Some people are concerned AI can work in place of humans. However, humans create AI and are developing AI further. AI is not the most omniscient and omnipotent. It is not always right. We have to make wise use of AI together with other data technologies, including GIS, and to achieve SDGs. I will propose autonomous smart GIS. By integrating AI, GIS is developing further. Large language models, LLMs, such as ChatGPT and Gemini, demonstrate a strong understanding of human natural languages and have been explored, applied in various fields, such as reasoning, creating writing, code generation, translation, and information retrieval. By adapting LLMs as a reasoning core, I propose an autonomous smart GIS, namely a next-generation AI-powered smart GIS. It leverages the LLM's general abilities in natural language understanding, reasoning, and coding for addressing special problems with automatic spatial data collection, analysis, and visualization. Taking up an example of spatial data analysis, machine learning, which is one technology of AI, can be adapted in spatial data analysis, classification, clustering, and prediction. Thus, we can focus on coming up with new research topic and method, which may allow us to further our research. Additionally, autonomous smart GIS will contribute to the achievement of SDGs. Now, let's dive into a critical technical term. So critical, so technical. The data structure of GeoAI, a very hot topic in Japan. Now, while raster data, image data, is efficient for pixel-based tasks, vector data required a sophisticated topographical structure to truly unlock the potential of modern AI. Interestingly, we are seeing a revival of concept similar to ArcInfo, a coverage model. ArcInfo was one of the earliest and more influential GIS software packages developed by SE, very famous GIS application software company. Headquarters is located in the US. By maintaining explicit relationship between nodes, arcs, and polygons, we provide a ready-to-use architecture for graphic neural networks, GNN. In GNN, the topographical connection functions as the edges of graph, allowing the AI to perform spatial reasoning and process geographic information more naturally than ever before. This topographical approach significantly enhances tasks like random classification and boundary estimation. As shown in Figure 19, by applying GeoAI, we can automate the extraction of precise boundaries from complex spatial data while ensuring topographical integrity, meaning no sliver or overlapping polygon. This is particularly relevant for integrating diverse data layers into autonomous smart GIS or 3D city models. As we strive for the SDGs, the ability to generate highly accurate, connected, and structured geospatial data becomes the backbone of reliable evidence-based policymaking, EBPM. Yes, EBPM is one of the hot topic in political science in Japan now. Reliable evidence-based policymaking. Embracing these advanced data structures will be the key to the next evolution of GeoAI. Moving deeper into the technical application, GeoAI enables sophisticated analysis that traditional GIS could not handle alone. As shown in Figure 20, by utilizing deep learning, we can now perform high-precision project detection and semantic segmentation on satellite imagery. And this allows for the automatic extraction of urban features and the integration of 3D city models, such as Project Plateau. And furthermore, GeoAI can process unstructured data like social media text and images to provide real-time dynamic insight into how urban spaces are being used. These advanced capabilities are most vital in the fields of climate change and disaster science. As shown in Figure 21, by applying GeoAI to long-term satellite observations, we can conduct ecological vulnerability assessment, EVA, with unprecedented accuracy. This technology allows us to monitor environmental shift in real time and predict future risks, such as flooding or heat alert. Ultimately, this supports evidence-based policymaking, EBPM, providing the analytical foundation needed to build climate-resilient and sustainable societies. Finally, we must address the ethical responsibility that come with such powerful technology. As emphasized at the beginning, we cannot blindly trust AI output. We must maintain transparency and accountability in our research. This includes strict adherence to academic integrity and the prevention of authorized data sharing. Furthermore, we must strive for the democratization of data by ensuring that geospatial information and AI tools are accessible to all stakeholders, not just experts, including scientists, technicians, and experts. We can foster a more resilient and inclusive future for everyone. Thank you for joining today's talk. I hope my talk inspired you to explore the power of GIS, Spatial Temporal Information Technologies, and AI in building a better future. If you would like to know more about our research, please feel free to contact me. Email. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Yamamoto, for your deep explanation about AI and GIS from the Japan experience, especially in your laboratory in UEC. So many question in the chat box. Professor Yamamoto can read the question, but I will conclude the 5 points that I study from your explanation. That's the number one is sorry, GIS and the What do you mean?
Hmm?
GIS is the. I will explain the five point to our brother and sister in Indonesia.
Mhm.
That I will explain in Indonesia, in Indonesian language.
Please explain
Oh,
geographic information systems
yeah,
from
okay.
English to Indonesian language.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Oke, jadi teman-teman tadi Prof. Yamamoto Sensei telah menjelaskan dengan detail tentang GIS yang banyak digunakan di laboratorium beliau karena beliau memang sejak program doktornya itu tentang GIS. Dan di AI ini GIS sebagai jembatan antara ruang virtual dengan ruang nyata kita itu dihubungkan dengan GIS. Yang kedua, ini AI itu yang berpusat pada manusia adalah keharusan. Jadi kita tidak bisa menyerahkan sepenuhnya kepada AI karena AI tidak tahu segalanya dan tergantung kepada kita yang harus menggunakan. Kemudian ke depan kita perlu memanfaatkan GIS cerdas yang otonom berbasis pada LLM ya, yang ini language model. Kemudian etika dan demokrasi ini harus berjalan beriringan. Teknologi itu harus kita gunakan dalam society 5.0 kita. Kemudian tadi beliau berharap ke depan ada kolaborasi antara Jepang dengan Indonesia sebagai model kerjasama yang bisa menggunakan AI. Oke, itu poin penting, tapi saya berharap I hope that the participant can read the file from Yamamoto Sensei, and before Brother Safrizal Maludin explain the material tonight, please, Yamamoto Sensei, can you close the screen?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, I will introduce
Mhm. Okay.
Brother. Thank you. Teman-teman, saya mungkin Brother Safrizal Maludin sudah beberapa kali tampil di kita ya. Tapi saya tetap ingin karena kita baru juga malam ini, mungkin teman-teman nanti sama dengan Profesor Yamamoto tadi. Jadi sekarang kalau mau mencari data-data ini, sorry ya, Bang udah Rizal, ini masih nggak semuanya ya. Ini beliau ini lulusan ekonomi di Bali ya Bang. Udayana, kemudian ke Australia ya, dan beliau lebih banyak pada transfer teknologi, kemudian ada manajemen strategi, juga ada tata kelola, inovasi, ilmu pengetahuan dan riset begitu ya. Nah, mungkin nanti ini Bang Uda Rizal silahkan presentasi ini ya, pakai bahasa Inggris boleh, pakai bahasa Indonesia juga boleh, dan sambil kita nanti diskusi dengan Yamamoto Sensei untuk menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan teman-teman yang sudah nulis di chat box. Nanti juga boleh angkat tangan untuk menjelaskan pertanyaannya. Oke, the next, Dr. Safrizal Maludin will present the file about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Agus Farah Shukri. But I don't think that I would like to present my presentations because it is kind of too far from the presentations from Professor Yamamoto. So my presentations actually I discussed with Professor Agus Farah Shukri. Is it possible if I give a response and as a co-presenters to give a presentations about my course profile about my lectures in university. in my class gitu. But I don't think that it is relate to the presentations of Professor Yamamoto tonight. So if it is okay, so I just like to respond about the presentation because I have a very fast typing. So I type the presentation from presentations of Professor Yamamoto, and I think I take five themes that I could respond and relate to the case in Indonesians. If it is possible, so I just read about what I type of the presentations of Professor Yamamoto. Is it okay, Professor Agus
Yeah,
Pranasri?
okay. Because
So, so the
everything is
presentations
okay.
that I share in the chat box, it is not relevant because I don't think that it is kind of related to the presentations of Professor Yamamoto. It is kind of too far, yeah, because
Okay.
Professor Yamamoto is very close to the technology and the society that it is advanced. And my presentation is about the macro conditions of digital economy in Indonesia. So it's kind of far. So what I want to present now is about what I write and relate to our Indonesian case with your presentations.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. It is my honor that I could be here, talk with we give a presentation with Professor Yamamoto. And it is very provoking presentations. It is 36, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 36 slides. And I try to type everything that you are present in in your presentations. And I should admit that it is very fruitful, and I learned a lot from your presentations. And I take five themes from your presentations that I could relate to our Indonesian case. So, as Professor Agus Sukir mentions, I am a researcher in Indonesian's uh, Agency of Research, BRIN, and also the lecturers in the State University of Cyber Nurjati. So, the first thing that I get is from the Society 5.0 as a mirror for Indonesia 5.0. Okay. So Dr. Yamamoto framing society 5.0, a human-centered society and deeply integrates. In my pictures, it's about how the AI relate to the human-centered, because if I get the pictures about AI, it's make a human become very individualistic. And this one, it is how Professor Yamamoto framing the society 5.0 as a human-centered society that deeply integrates with cyberspace and physical space that resonates strongly with Indonesians or nationals. So I would like to relate to the case of Indonesians here. Indonesia has articulated its visions. Yeah, we have our visions about the digital economy of becoming a digital nation through various policy frameworks, including making Indonesia 4.0. Our colleague here in Indonesia is well known with the Indonesia 4.0 and the National Digital Economy Roadmap. Yet, but when I look to the Society 5.0 diagram that you show in your presentations, I see a vision of what is possible and gap that still needs to be closed. Yeah, because as I mentioned, because it is kind of it is advanced, okay, and but in the case of Indonesian is the infrastructure and the society still catch up with that. In Japan, Society 5.0 is already being operationalized. Smart cities are functioning, autonomous mobility is being tested, and data platforms are actively integrating cyberspace with physical public services. In Indonesia, we are still working to connect our village offices, schools, and health center to reliable internet. we aspire to society 5.0, but we are in many ways in consolidating the foundations of society 4.0. So the theme, the second theme is about GIS and the Indonesian context. The sections of geographic information systems particularly captured my attentions. This GIS is not new to Indonesia because we have used in the natural disaster response, land use planning, and regional development for decades. Indonesia as an archipelagic nations over 17,000 islands arguably needs GIS more than most countries. You can imagine it's 17,000, okay? And it's only we resided in maybe 1/3 of the islands. The challenge of governing and developing such geographical complex nation makes spatial data indispensable. So what Professor Yamamoto research adds, the spatio-temporal dimensions. I type not very good here. Spatio-temporal dimensions, the integrations of VR, AR, and MR. I give yellow highlights in here. VR, AR, and MR. And the connections of social media data is the next evolutionary step that Indonesia must begin to adopt more systematically. The demonstrations of Edo Tokyo VR reproductions is fascinating from educational standpoint. I still need to get the information more about Edo Tokyo VR reproductions. I should Googling about this one. So imagine applying similar system in reconstruct the cities, okay, in Indonesia. So we still need the we still play and utilize the old colonial part of Batavia, for example. So this kind of very far from what the applications in Tokyo, for example. And the third theme is about digital twin Indonesian smart city agenda. The concept of digital twin and the virtual real space fashion system is perhaps the most immediately applicable to Indonesia's current policy priorities. The Indonesian government has been promoting smart cities development through the Gerakan Menuju 100 Smart City movement toward 100 smart cities. Initiative cities such as Bandung, Surabaya, and Makassar have made notable progress. Yet most of these efforts remain the level of the dashboard and applications. They have not yet achieved the sophisticated integrated of 3D city models, real-time data, and dynamic informations that the Professor Yamamoto Lab has demonstrated in your presentations. So the fourth is about most important slides here. In slide 31 is Professor Yamamoto stated AI is not the most omniscience and omnipotent. This is very important one, and it is not always right. Okay, this is the critical reminder that Indonesian's context where there is a tendency, particularly in public discourse and even in some policy circles, to treat AI as solutions to all problems. I think it's not only case in Indonesia. In most in the micro state of AI, sometimes we tend to this to AI as everything. Even though that if we listen to the music, sometimes I share with my kids that is the music, the current music now is composed by the human or the AI, because some musicians can compose more than 50,000 in a week. It is different in my days. So AI is being discussed as a tool to transform agriculture, as I mentioned in your slides, yeah, in the agriculture, in the healthcare, education, and government. There are legitimate opportunities, but we deploy AI systems without adequate data quality, without local context, without the critical human oversight, and without ethical frameworks, we risk making decisions that harms very communities and we intend to serve. So that one is the fourth themes that I get from your presentations that related to Indonesia, and the one about Geo AI. Is it right? Geo AI, okay? Now, finally, the concept of autonomous smart GIS powered by large language model is where I see the most exciting frontier for Indonesian researcher. Indonesia produced enormous volumes of geospatial data from satellite imagery of its forest and coastline to social media content generated by its 270 million people. The challenge has always been our capacity to process, analyze, and act this data in timely ways. So Geo AI, combining deep learning on satellite imagery with natural language processing of unstructured social data. So it's about your closing reflections, connecting minds, shaping a sustainable future. Is it right? Connecting minds, and this one is the role of thumbs, and I see it is also very important. That image the Japanese and Indonesian students collaborating around the shared GIS globe is not merely symbolic. It is a call of actions to academic cooperations for joint research and to transfer the knowledge and technology in ways that are adapted to local needs and realities. So the digital society era is here. We cannot bargain about this. The question for Indonesia is not whether to participate, but whether we will participate on our own terms, with our own capabilities and for the benefit of all our people. So that's, I think, what I notes in presentations of Professor Yamamoto. Thank you, Professor
Okay,
Agus.
yeah,
Yes.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Very important and very interesting and valuable comment related to
Thank
my
you.
presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Yamamoto.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shafrizal Mauludin, for your 5 point, the important thing that we
5
can
points.
learn from Professor Yamamoto presentation.
Yep.
Okay, other guys, if you have any comment or question, please raise your hand or you write in chat box, and then we can discuss with Professor Yamamoto and Brother Shafrizal Mauludin. Yamamoto Sensei, did you read the question in chat box? I read
Yes.
many
Yes,
five
many question and
presentation.
comment. Everyone give me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you need
Okay.
the explanation, we
Yes.
can
Yes.
ask to the questioner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish to reply to question comment. First one. Thank you for important question. You are absolutely right. Society 5.0 is defined human-centered society, and it means we must make sure digital technology do not exclude the elder people, our people who are not familiar with ICT. In Japan, several concrete measures are being taken to prevent this kind of data devices. And first, the government, Japanese central government, local municipalities, local governments are expanding data support program where trained staff help elderly people learn how to use a smartphone and cashless payments and online administrative services. These programs are offered in community centers, libraries, and city halls and shopping malls. Second, companies are working to design simple and more simple user interface. For example, large button, voice-based interaction, and multi-modal interface. This do not rely only touch screen. Touch screen is difficult for people who are not familiar with ICT, especially smartphones. This is especially important for autonomous mobility services and air-based application. And third, many services include human backup option, such as call centers, in-person counters, or hybrid systems, where digital tools support human staff rather than replace them. This ensures people who cannot use data tools are still fully included. Finally, in the context of smart city, we emphasize co-creation with residents, not only scientists and government, including the elderly. The feedback is incorporated in the design of mobile service, especially mobile service, disaster response system, and healthcare platform. So technology truly reflect their need. Society 5.0 will only succeed if it demands inclusive design is important to develop a new application to deal smart city and smart community. Technology should adapt it to people, not just around. And Japan is actively working, and just no one is left behind. Okay. And
Wait,
okay.
Professor Yamamoto.
Yes.
Brother Aditya Mitra, you understand what the Professor Yamamoto explained it?
Do you understand my reply? Are you satisfied?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I experienced difficulty in following your explanation, but anyway, I appreciate your answer. Yeah, I get the big idea. Okay, thank you, Prof.
Thank
Okay.
you. Okay, and
The second question.
Yes, second question. AI and AI. Okay. Yes, is AI used to create random maps? What types of AI is used? Yes, AI is might be able to might be used today to create random cover maps based on satellite images and paper maps and so on. Most systems rely on machine learning and deep learning, especially. And this some machine learning method and deep learning method can be adapted to create random maps and random cover maps. Such a method can automatically distinguish features such as buildings, houses, forests, farmland, and water body, road from remote sensing imaginary satellite images. In many countries, including Japan, AI-based land use mapping is now standardized practice because it improves accuracy and reduce manual labor. And the second point is also related to AI. How do you perform land use correlations using AI? Land use correlation usually combine AI-based detection with human validation. The typical workflow is first point, AI identify potential errors. Maybe second point, change detection using merge temporary imaginary. Third point is object based refinement. Fourth point, integration with external data. External data like 3D city model. And final point is human in the loop correlation. Maybe expert checked land use map, land use correlation in detail. It's a very important point. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. Okay, and can I will continue replying to question comment.
Mr. Suyat
Okay.
Surya Wangsa.
Okay.
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 Next, the number 3.
Number 3, can Geo AI be used as a framework for smart city data twin? Yes. Geo AI is important factor to develop a framework for smart city smart city and data twin. Geo AI can be used as a core framework for developing a data twin of physical smart city, a smart city in real world. Geo AI combine GIS, AI, and big geospatial data. So it is suited for modeling, monitoring, and simulating urban systems in real time. Okay?
Hello, Brother Suyat Surya Wangsa.
Okay.
You can understand?
Yes, Professor. Yeah, actually, my basic thinking about this Geo AI can be used as a framework or a platform for the digital twins of a physical smart city. Is I was a gamer, you know. I was playing smart SimCity. I see that
yes.
Yeah, this already show the,
I
you know,
know.
the interaction between the asset in the city ecosystem. So I'm trying to looking forward what kind of framework that the developer use for the developer smart city. It seems that they use a Glassfish framework from Israeli company. So when you mention about this Geo AI, can this Geo AI develop, you know, some simulation like SimCity, so we can put an asset inside the ecosystem, and then later we can simulate the interaction between the asset, so we can, you know, we can make like prediction, like a simulation when we put the condition like you know, disaster or developing society from zero until present condition. So I'm thinking, can this Geo AI make this happen? So maybe you can kindly, you know, explain to us a step-by-step procedure if we about to develop that such kind of system. Thank you very much, Professor Yamamoto Sensei. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Thank
Terima
you. Yes.
kasih.
Yes. Please imagine smart city. When we think of smart city. When we think of smart city. Maybe many people play smart city game when they they were a young student. SimCity. Do you know SimCity? City planning game.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Geo AI play. We could use user tools like Geo AI in developing a city in SimCities.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The last one from Imelda Mareta Putri asks about the whys of use AI, Prof.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for a very important question and comment. You're right. We cannot fully see, predict the intention of every user. That is exactly why a wise use of AI must be supported not only by technology, but also by education, transparency, and human judgment and accountability. We need to strengthen AI literacy. People understand what AI can and what AI cannot do, and how to evaluate its output. Second, AI systems should be designed with transparency, accountability, so user can understand why the AI produced certain answer or recommendation. As we know, AI sometimes tell a big lie. AI is not always right. Third point, we emphasize a human in the loop approach. AI should support human decision making, not replace it. And keeping human involved reduce the risk of misuse or intended consequences. Finally, as a result, we need clear rules and a governance framework to ensure AI is used ethically and responsibly, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Imelda Marita Putri, you have other comment? No? Oh, can
Maybe
enable
Imeda-san wrote a
email
comment in chat.
Imelda. Wait a minute, Imelda. Mbak Imelda bisa nyalain? You can unmute your mic. Okay, he cannot unmute the mic. Brother Safrizal, you have other question to Yamamoto Sensei?
No, it's not questions, but as I mentioned before about the imagine that the AI that tend to be, making people individualistic. It's just like imagine that when we as like in tourism, can you just draw the people go to a place for as a tourist to have a pleasure to witness the scenery and everything. So everything that he communicate it's with the device. They have
Yes,
a device.
device.
If you want to go somewhere, destinations, they can have using a bus, or maybe you can use a train or anything. But you don't have to ask people. There's a device, and because the AI is very smart, the AI can give the informations about the not only the destinations but also about the density of the bus and about the scenery in there and how the ticket, how much is there, so everything. So AI keep people become very individualistic, but how could you mentions about that human-centered AI? So can you explain that? So that's very interesting. And another of VR and AR, MR, as I mentioned before, how many years that people in the city could utilize those kind of technology as the tools in their habit in their daily use, for example, just like that. It's just maybe you can answer that, but it's just my imagination that how could the human-centered AI, because AI keep the people busy with the device. Okay. Thank you, Professor Yamamoto.
Thank you very much informing me. Very important and interesting idea related to human-centered AI. I think human-centered AI is very important, and we learn how to wisely use AI. And transparency and accountabilities, such a concept, such idea, very important. And we know the advantage of AI. Often we use the AI based system. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I also want to share about when I visit Kyoto not so long
Kyoto?
time ago. Yeah. And
Or the capital.
I got a phone from my mom, and he said that my late father used to visit those place, and he asked me to buy an umbrella. And there's a group of students walking in the front of our hotel, and I asked one of them in English, and he grabbed the phone and he talked in Japanese language and showed to me what question that you want to ask. And
Yeah.
then
Yes.
he give the
Yes.
order to the friends to leave them, to leave her. It is a girl, okay? And he said to me, "Follow me." So the girl go with two dogs and or something. You know that I'm a stranger and it's a girl, a student, and I just follow her and then just wait here in the front of the building. Just wait here, and he went to the building, inside the building, and come up with the uh, what we call managers of the store. And he mentions in Japanese, and the managers get me to the stores and show about the umbrella. So this
Umbrella,
one,
yes.
the combinations about the
Yes.
digital of technology and about me that like I prefer to talk. I prefer to connect with the people, not with the device. When I work, because I'm researcher, my phone I put it face down, so I didn't see the screen. And I also put the Wi-Fi off, so I just write down and I read. So in this kind of story that I mentioned before, it is the combinations about the very dinosaurs people and also the very digital person
Yes.
of
Yes.
students
Yes.
in Kyoto. So that's
Yes.
very
Yes.
funny stories. But it is very
Funny.
good. Yeah. I
It
don't
is.
see that kind of experience find it in other place. Mhm. Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you. Talking about a very funny story in Kyoto to
Yeah,
me. Very funny.
When did that happen, Brother Safrizal?
it is 2018. It is 2018.
2018.
And I
18.
write it down in the bulletin, and we call the title is Learning Integrity from Japanese.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
because it is not very easy to find those kind of people that would like to not only help, but more than that. So uh, I'm a stranger, as I mentioned before. I'm a stranger, and a girl, a student. He just give me a way and follow. I follow him to the stores, and not only that, he introduced me to the managers and explained that I need to find something. Learning integrity from Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
this conversation that if we use the technology, include the AI, it all center on us as human.
Yeah.
So we are as human, and humanity is so important, especially if we use the technology. And now AI is our daily technology used in our handphone and our
Oh,
computer and other gadget. We use all of AI. Yeah. In Japanese, not AI, but I is love.
You know, yes, in Japanese,
Yeah,
I is rough.
is
I
love.
means rough.
Okay. Okay, we have so about 20 minutes. Other guys will ask or raise your hand. Can give the comment, Prof. Trikuntoro or the others. Mr. Arif Prihantoro. Oh, he left for our. Okay, if nobody comment or ask, we will close this session. Prof. Yamamoto, you have closing statement, and Brother Safrial too. Tonight's presentation or tonight discussion. How we
Yes.
dealing with the AI.
Yes. Thank you very much, everyone. And I'm very happy today to have opportunity talk to you about Geo AI and human-centered AI, human-centered AI, and a very important topic to everyone, I think. I'm also, I thank to everyone discuss about important point, human-centered AI and accountability and transparency of AI and EBPM. Such point very important for not only Japan but also every country, including Indonesia. And we're very happy to discuss such important point tonight. Thank you very much. And I wish to visit Indonesia. I will visit you all.
Okay.
Thank
We wait for your coming again to Indonesia,
Yes,
Prof.
thank you.
Yamamoto.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward for that.
Yes, yes.
And
I have AI translator application into my smartphone.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And Brother Safrizal, you have closing statement?
I think it's just only about what you mentioned in your conclusions, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, about connecting minds and shaping sustainable futures. So I think that's kind of important things that we should put the human in the technology. So the human-centered technology, it is very important. So digital society era is here. Okay, as I mentioned before, so it is not bargain for those kind of things. So I hope we can catch up with that, especially for Indonesians. I
Mhm.
think we could follow Japanese people about how
Mhm.
we catch up with those kind of
Mhm.
technology, but
Mhm.
not forget and left the
Mm.
human sides of the technology.
Yes,
I think that's all.
it's very important.
Thank you
Thank
very much, Professor Yamamoto, Professor Agus Fanasukri.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank
And to
you.
close this night seminar,
Mhm.
we as the thanks expression, we
Hmm.
give certificate of appreciation presented
Thank
to
you.
Professor
Oh,
Kayoko Yamamoto
oh, very
from
wonderful.
BUEC as a speaker in the webinar organized by Indonesian
Hmm.
Society for Social Informatics with the
Uh-huh.
title of Dealing with the AI in the Digital Society Era. From me as founder and Professor Bambang Nur Cahyo Prastowo as organizer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, giving me a very important certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Professor Kayoko Yamamoto.
Thank
And to
you.
dear Dr. Safrizal Maludin, the same
Mhm.
as certificate of operation. Thank you very much for your
Mhm.
comment and your sharing your knowledge to
Mhm.
us.
Thank you,
Thank
Professor.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Professor
you.
Bambang.
Thank
Okay. And
you.
before we closing, I will see to you of all you the next weeks
Next week.
we talk about sorry we talk about the this okay. Next week, Mr. Sukamta will talk about Sishan Kamrata in cyber space. It is important to us to how we make defense or we in this era, the war like Israel and America, United of America and Iran, how Indonesia and Japan can make defense in cyber era. Okay, thank you very much, all of you. We close this webinar with applause for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum
Thank
warahmatullahi
you.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
See
wabarakatuh.
you. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Yamamoto
you.
Sensei.
Thank you.
Terima
Agustin,
kasih,
thank
Pak
you.
Fikri. Thank you, Pak
Thank
Bambang.
you. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Pak Irsyad.
Thank you. See you.
Aduh, rada ini ya, Pak Uda.
Gimana, Pak?
Ininya sebentar, ini yang Pak Bambang udah nggak ada ya? Yang matiin, ini hostnya siapa ya? Bentar. Hostnya jangan-jangan saya. Oh, aku masih co-host ya? Oh, adminnya dari Praksis School ya? Mohon bisa bantu matiin
Have a
ini.
wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See you next week.